Let's examine the processing facility in more detail, where the magic truly takes place. Gnocchi begins with exceptional frozen beef from sources throughout the world. The way a pitman chooses only the best brisket for a slow smoke is comparable. Next are the seasoning, washing, and trimming, a delicate procedure that has its roots in Japanese food philosophy. A closely kept secret, the spice blend matures over 2 days alongside the meat. Fast food is not what this is. The dance is slow. The end result is a rich, deep flavor that tastes well on a breakfast hash, on a Sunday morning, alongside some eggs and grits, or perhaps over grilled cheese. Instead of grilling, the beef is simmered until it almost comes apart. That softness is deliberate. Gnocchi concentrates on tongue, feel, and depth, whereas many U.S. processing facilities prioritize yield and speed. Each batch is sorted by workers with surgical accuracy. Rest assured that your food is protected, like Fort Knox, by metal detectors and X-ray equipment. And do you recall the vintage tin cans your grandfather kept in the cellar? They were renovated by Gnocchi, sturdy and effective. Each aluminum can is sealed for 4 minutes at 120 degc to lock in flavor without the use of preservatives. Just care and science, no gimmicks or additives. Nazaki's processing factory transforms into a high-tech marvel in the last lap. Imagine this, with the accuracy of a championship team, robotic arms label cans, check them for defects, and pack them. There's more to it than a factory. Smaller Argentine plants that still rely on manual labor are left behind by this efficiency marvel. Here's the real kicker, though. This goes beyond sleek machinery and superior safety. It has to do with a larger concept, the conviction that even a can of corned beef can convey a history of quality, attention, and craftsmanship. You can enter a processing factory in this farming documentary. A location that combines long-standing customs with technology has advanced to the point where it feels like we are entering the future. It isn't a mass production facility like those in the Midwest that produce millions of cans. It is something more deliberate and personal. Imagine a sushi chef in action. However, carefully imported beef is used in place of fish. Chosen and transformed into something more than canned beef. This story may bring back memories of family breakfasts around the old-fashioned kitchen table, or of wartime rations for many older Americans. However, Gnocchi's rendition isn't sentimental. Reinvention is what it is. It's evidence that you can still be surprised by canned food, and those cans, poised to challenge your perception of processed meat, are already making their way onto American shelves. You're not simply cooking when you open a can and throw it in a skillet. You're also tasting a narrative. Every taste carries Gnocchi's 75-year journey. From the workers who cut the beef to the steam that made it melt in your mouth soft. Whether you're a chef in Colorado, a diner cook in Kansas, or a hiker, and this is your opportunity to join the story of Chicago's recipe tinkering. Therefore, don't just grab Gnocchi's corned beef and start anything the next time you see it in the aisle. Make a hash, distribute a sandwich, and publish your recipe on the internet. We should make this more than just food. Let's turn it into a dialogue, a link, and a means of uniting people, because that's the main focus of this documentary about farming, transforming a basic product into a common American narrative. Did you know that the success of McDonald's, one of the biggest fast food companies in the world, is closely linked to the seemingly straightforward meal of French fries? Although they originated in Belgium, the French were the ones who popularized them and gave them the name French fries. The McDonald brothers, Richard and Maurice, saw the potential of this well-liked side dish in the 1940s, made the decision to add it on their menu. Their choice swiftly made French fries one of McDonald's best-selling foods, right behind their renowned hamburgers. Since then, McDonald's has continuously improved the recipe and manufacturing method to guarantee that each serving of fries is consistently delicious, crispy, and faultless. The recipe for McDonald's French fries is still a closely kept secret despite many upgrades and breakthroughs, which heightens the mystery surrounding their legendary position. With more than 35,000 locations throughout more than 118 countries, McDonald's is one of the biggest fast food franchises in the world, serving billions of customers every day. Music Statistic claims that McDonald's made roughly $200 billion a year in 2015, accounting for 17% of the U.S. fast food market. Yum! Brands, including Wing Street, Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell, held 8% market proportion. McDonald's had 36,899 locations in 2017, which was second only to Subway's 44,717. McDonald's outlets are bigger, though with an average price of $68, compared to Subway's $26 per location. Made $8 million. $8 million. With $35, McDonald's topped our fast food income, $4 billion in 2014. More than Subway and Starbucks combined. McDonald's, which employs over 100,000 people in the U.S., made $4 billion worldwide in 2016. $68 billion. Notably, McDonald's owns $18 billion worth of real estate for its U.S. locations, and it receives 1/5 of U.S. revenue from franchise property leases. How do you feel about McDonald's restaurants being well known and popular? If you have been to at least one McDonald's restaurant worldwide, leave the number 1. McDonald's places a high value on the supply chain of raw materials for food plants in order to promptly meet customer demand. From planting to harvesting and processing, McDonald's suppliers have established a rigorous manufacturing process to guarantee the amount and quality of potatoes needed to satisfy production demands. McDonald's French fries are remarkable in that they are all rusty Burbank potatoes with distinctive qualities that make them excellent for frying. Modern machinery harvests the potatoes after the planting season. After digging deeply, the potato harvester removes the potatoes from the earth and places them on a conveyor belt. 1. This continuous automated procedure aids in the harvest of a significant quantity of potatoes in not long. A chunk will be delivered straight to the food industry after harvest. Farmers will keep the remainder in warehouses or cold storage to fulfill upcoming demands. According to farmers at the farm, potatoes should be stored in dry conditions with a temperature between 6 and 10 C to maintain freshness and quality. The range of moderate air humidity is 85 to 90%. Which approach do you think farmers would employ more frequently to guarantee the aforementioned conditions? Post your response in this video's comment box. Following harvesting or storage, potatoes are shipped to McDonald's food plants to be turned into well-known dishes like mashed potatoes and French fries, among other items. Prior to that, they were sorted into several pallets based on size and quality and kept in cold storage. Vehicles used to transport potatoes frequently leave the food facilities themselves. These are typically specialized trucks with closed. About 3 was the net profit, $5 billion. Over 9 million pounds of French fries are sold each day. Customers have fallen in love with McDonald's French fries. They are now more than just a side dish. They are a cultural icon and an essential component of the meal. Millions of people worldwide. You can always get the same French fries at any McDonald's restaurant in the world, which gives patrons a sense of security and familiarity. Maybe that explains why McDonald's made a profit of up to 6 in the 2022 financial report. $1 billion United States dollars, even though selling prices went up by 10%. When McDonald's patrons receive the crunchy potato chips from the food facility, it is now time for us to conclude our exploration. Remember to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so that you don't miss any of the trending farm channels, locations, or contemporary food factories throughout the globe. We take a close look at Taiwanese snake farms in this video. With more than 6,000 snakes, including cobras, Taiwan's World Snake King Education farm stands out and demonstrates the importance of specialized agriculture. This farm is essential to traditional medicines since it produces high-value goods like snake wine and meat, the cost of which is especially high in Asian markets. It also lessens illicit hunting, which helps to conserve species. The farm's painstaking procedure, which includes exact egg collecting and incubation, followed by cautious hatchling, raising, and harvesting, is similar to that of a food factory. Managing poisonous snakes, battling illnesses, and abiding by wildlife protection regulations are among the difficulties. Music in the future. The farm intends to increase awareness, improve procedures, and venture into eco-tourism. Cobra egg collection and hatching calls for expertise as well as strict respect to wildlife protection regulations. First, seasoned breeders locate nests, which are usually found in caves or in ground holes beneath leaf heaps. Wearing protective clothing, they carefully gather the fragile eggs, taking care not to harm them, and mark each nest so that the hatching process may be monitored. The eggs are then incubated in a tightly regulated environment where it is crucial to maintain the ideal humidity and temperature. Successful hatching depends on routine monitoring and modifications, such as rotating the eggs and assessing the surrounding conditions. In the end, this methodical strategy guarantees scientific research and species protection, while also the efficient cobra breeding process, which reflects the strict requirements for biosafety and wildlife management. Cobra care in captivity calls for knowledge and focus. Because of the sterile conditions in which they are housed for their protection, captive cobras frequently need human aid to shed their skin, unlike their wild counterparts. In order to keep the snake healthy and help with skin shedding, veterinarians are crucial. What does a cobra raised for food eat? Perhaps you're wondering. Prey, including chicks, mice, baby rabbits, and occasionally fish, make up the majority of their diet. Their growth and the avoidance of sickness depend on proper feeding procedures, which include the right size and frequency of prey, vitamin and mineral supplements, and clean water. Just as careful quality control in a food business assures effective breeding, so too does careful management of this diet and health. One of the most powerful venoms ever researched. Cobra venom has been used in a variety of medical and therapeutic music. It has historically been used in traditional medicines, such as the well-known thyroid, which has been used for more than 1,700 years to cure diseases including leprosy and smallpox. Cobra venom is an excellent non-addictive pain treatment because, according to modern science, it contains chemicals with analgesic effects that are up to 10,000 times more potent than morphine. Beyond treating pain, research is being done on the special peptides and proteins found in venom in food manufacturers and labs for their capacity to create novel medications, especially for the treatment of neurological and cardiovascular conditions. To fully utilize the therapeutic potential of cobra venom, however, the extraction and purification process is difficult and calls for premium samples and advanced screening procedures. Products made from snake venom are expected to exceed $1 in the global market, $5 billion by 2027, and studies into cobra venom are still showing how much it can be used in food processing and modern medicine, emphasizing its importance in biological research and drug development. Cobra meat is carefully harvested and processed to guarantee its quality and safety. Humane capturing techniques are used at the start of the trip to reduce the snake stress. The cobra is quickly and humanely put down after being harvested, and it is then thoroughly cleaned to get rid of any remaining poison and pollutants. After that, the meat is meticulously separated from the bones and organs while maintaining high standards of sanitation in a sterile setting. Procedures. Similar to the strict standards maintained in food manufacturing, this step is essential to preventing contamination before the processed meat is cooked, frozen, or packaged for distribution. Its quality is checked. Ensuring the greatest quality of meat during this procedure requires strict adherence to safety and sanitary regulations. By participating in this process, you may see how the careful treatment of cobra flesh reflects the same procedures used in food manufacturers, highlighting the dedication to creating high-quality and safe products. The cobra farming sector in Taiwan has a lot of room to grow. High-end goods like snake wine and cosmetics derived from cobra venom have a robust market, with more than 20 contemporary farms utilizing cutting-edge technology and continuous scientific research. The sector gains from favorable governmental regulations and global partnerships. Music. There are opportunities in ecotourism, product diversification, and sustainable practices despite obstacles such as stringent wildlife rules and disease control. These elements support the industry's potential for Taiwan's economic expansion. To put it briefly, Taiwanese farmers' methods for growing and preparing cobras demonstrate the ideal fusion of modernity and tradition. Follow the most recent videos at Trending Farm by subscribing and activating on the notification bell to stay informed on cobra farming's development trends. The beef is then ground to the proper texture in a food factory, combined with seasonings, and formed into patties to create the meatballs. You can grill or fry these patties. To guarantee efficiency and consistency, food companies use sophisticated gear to automate every step of the process, from grinding and mixing to shape and cooking. In large-scale operations, workers in food factories prepare fresh ingredients, such as slicing tomatoes and onions, washing and chopping greens, and making cheese and bacon, so that a hamburger can be finished and enjoyed. A second piece of bread is then placed on top of the meatballs, greens, tomatoes, onions, cheese, and sauce after the bread has been grilled or pan-fried until crispy. Finding premium ingredients is the first step in creating delicious hamburgers. The pork mixture needs to be well processed and fresh, as demonstrated by their widespread appeal across a variety of distribution channels, including small eateries and fast food chains like McDonald's. Hamburgers have established themselves as a mainstay of Taiwanese cuisine. Although precise consumption statistics are hard to find, the impact of convenience, a wide range of flavors, Western culture, and reasonable costs have all fueled their popularity. In lively neighborhoods like Cementing and Cheetah Night Market, Taipei offers a wide range of burger experiences, from international brands to regional favorites. For an intimate peek at the origins of the ingredients used in food manufacturing, visit Taiwan's pig farms if you're wondering where the pork in your burger comes from. The highly developed pig farming sector in Taiwan is essential to the nation's agricultural economy, and its state-of-the-art housing systems guarantee hygienic conditions and ideal circumstances for the pigs. Numerous farms are outfitted with cutting-edge technology, such as climate control, automated feeding, and watering systems, which boost output and save labor expenses. By choosing several pig breeds, including hybrids created through crossbreeding to increase productivity and meat quality while adjusting to local conditions, farm owners enhance their operations. These farms are prepared to handle the demands of the industry since they are supported by regional and national regulations. Disease control on farms is one of the main issues facing the pig farming sector, notably in Taiwan. Ever wonder what illnesses are frequent in pigs? To engage with Trending Farm, leave your opinions in the space provided for comments below the video. Most significantly, farms take careful measures to stop disease outbreaks, including limiting access to farm areas, implementing strict biosecurity rules, routinely sanitizing facilities, and isolating sick animals to stop the spread of disease. To increase her immunity, vaccination programs are commonly used, and farmers receive training to recognize early indicators of illness for prompt treatment. Furthermore, the Taiwanese government backs these initiatives by providing rapid reaction teams and surveillance to guarantee that epidemics are promptly contained. These steps are essential for preserving farm production, safeguarding pig herds, and making sure that the raw materials used in food industries are of the greatest caliber. Pigs, who are typically about 6 months old, are inspected and chosen before being processed and handled at a food plant. The complete clean carcass, which weighs around 165 pounds, is ready for processing after processing. The shoulder, leg, loin, and belly are among the main cuts of the carcass. Music subcuts from each of these big cuts are processed into a range of other products. The lean leg is frequently dry cured or cured and smoked to make ham. The most sensitive part, the loin, is frequently used to produce ribs, and loin bacon is made by curing fresh roasts. Because of its high fat content, the shoulder is perfect for manufacturing sausages and may also be used to make roasts, steaks, and cold cuts. To make bacon, the fattiest part of the animal, the belly, is frequently cured and smoked. Additionally, the head, legs, and skin are utilized to contain gelatin, and the intestines are used to manufacture sausage casings. Because every part of the pig is employed effectively thanks to this thorough processing approach. Pork products at food factories are more profitable and versatile. Workers at food factories finish their workday by cleaning the facility once the produced meat has been distributed or stored, getting ready for the following day. To avoid cross-contamination, all equipment is meticulously cleaned and disinfected. Following each production cycle, applause to make sure that every component, particularly those that are difficult to reach, is thoroughly cleaned. This procedure starts with disassembling the equipment. Any accumulation or residue from earlier processing is removed using high-pressure water and food-safe detergents. Following the first wash, the machines go through a thorough cleaning procedure where disinfectants are used to get rid of any bacteria or pathogens that are still present. After that, the machinery is examined to make sure every surface is sanitized and secure for the subsequent manufacturing cycle. 2. Track how well sanitation procedures are working. Regular maintenance plans are put into place and thorough records are maintained. The factory guarantees that pig products are processed in a hygienic manner by giving priority to the cleanliness of processing equipment. Hygienic setting, upholding the strictest guidelines for food safety. Prior to watching the upcoming Trending Farm videos, remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the ring for notifications to expand our community.